We have an absolutely fantastic lineup for you tonight. We've got about 90 minutes of In Conversation with Magid, where I have been told that you can ask him anything, so get thinking. We're going to have about 60 minutes in conversation hosted by my business partner Penny, and then we're going to do questions from the audience. So to keep that as flowing as possible, we'll get you to all put everyone that wants to ask a question to put your hands up, and then 3 people at a time we're going to queue at each of these mics to either side. And as soon as the first 2 people have asked their questions, put your hands up again, and I'll be in the crowd selecting people so we can keep that flow going and get as many questions as possible asked. After that, we're going to require your small amount of assistance in picking up all of the chairs and neatly stacking them on this side of the room. And then from 10:30, we have Thomas J. Newell DJing, and we're going to recreate and have our very own Soul Train. So I hope you've brought your dancing shoes and best moves with you, because we're going to have a lot of fun with that. We then have a number of wonderful guests and performances from Otis Menzer, Matic Mouth, KOG and Franz Von, Steve Edwards, and then some more DJs in terms of Cirque du Funk, DJ Tink and Ashley Holmes. So a fabulous evening lined up for you. I'm pretty sure that's everything you need to know. We're going to aim to finish about 10 with the In Conversation bit, at which point you can grab a drink, some nicotine, fresh air, whatever you need. I think there's going to be 1 or 2 bar staff on, so if you feel the need to grab a drink during the conversation, feel free to do that. We're all here to have a good time. But if you would like to put your hands together for your host this evening, and the one and only Magid and Penny Raven.
Hello, mic is working.
This one's too. Oh my gosh, can you listen?
Yeah.
How did this happen? It's gone so fast.
Yes, definitely. Hi, how's everyone doing?
Before we get started, I brought a little. I know you like to feel comfy, so
thank
I brought you a little spiritually. And I thought, if you make yourself at home, just put that, get your boots off.
Oh, sorry. So not uncomfortable. Definitely.
Boots off. I've brought socks somewhere.
You bought your socks?
I bought some socks so I can put my feet on as well.
No. Guys, first of all, just thank you so much, in all honesty, for taking out your Saturday evening to join us today. Really, really appreciate it.
And we're allowed to ask you anything, right?
Anything goes, literally anything.
Okay.
Within reason, but
I've had a lot of messages today.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I'll show you them privately.
Definitely.
It's just over a year, and I remember because we'd arranged for you to speak at Kucha.
Yes.
And your life went ballistic because you started out. How many followers did you have before the photo?
Nothing, I suppose. And honestly, I was trying to. I'd been lying if I ever said I expected this sort of reaction. Going honestly, I just thought I'm just gonna do things to the best of what, just do things where I can and just see what happens. And then all of a sudden, like this massive, like so much amount of support from so many different places, and then things just went a bit crazy.
Yeah, it's like really hard to.
Especially with that first picture, the inauguration picture that Chris Saunders, shout out Chris. So it was an amazing photographer, and I guess for those that have ever been to the town hall, there's that ante room, A&TE room, and it's basically portraits of all the previous Lord Mayors since 18 something, all on the wall. And I just remember thinking, this picture's going to outlive me, well past I'm dead. So it had to be a banging picture. Like it really had to, it just had to be. So I was like, right. So I'm just looking, they were all like really uniformed and all structured, and I spoke to Chris, I was like, right Chris, we're going to switch things up, we're going to do it differently. And then Chris, we just went on a bit of a wreck, and we kind of found this plinth, like, fair enough, it was a bit dangerous, I had to make sure there was no security around there, just jump on it, and then it was, I guess just to try and get my balance, kind of just squatted into it, and then out of all the pictures, it was like, right, this is the one, and then the internet does what the internet does. The next minute, like, Luke Skywalker's retweeting my tweet. And then, it was a bit ridiculous, but it was like really heartwarming. It really, really was. And yeah, it was just lovely.
I think one of the big moments for me and a lot of my friends, people that know, just like talking about it around the city, was when you did the big, bold Mexican hat and the most amazing t-shirt. That I need to let you know something if no one's told you already.
Okay.
If you type into Google Donald Trump, it comes up, he's a wasteman as one of them.
If anything, at the very least, if I've achieved that, I'll be I'm good with it. So, do you know what it's like? It came about because every month, I thought, every full council meeting, which is once a month, the first Wednesday of every month, I thought I'm going to just focus on a campaign, and I'm going to literally just do something on it. And then, because the first picture of me squatting kind of did so well, I thought, well, what is one creative way I can really just capture people's attention? Because I know with so much information on the internet, people's attention span getting really, really short. What is something a bit provocative I can just really get in people's face? And with that, and then like feed them with some sort of positive messaging. And then I thought, well, do you know what? Every month I'm just going to squat somewhere inside the town hall. And I thought, I'll do that. But no, and I thought, I'm going to wear a different t-shirt with a message. I'm going to wear a different hat and a different pair of dotmines. I just thought I'd just something to kind of... And that's how I end up chairing the full council meetings, exactly in those pictures. And then, for example, like, the first one, June, was Immigrants Make Britain Great. July was in advance of Donald Trump coming to the UK. And it was like, well, I guess while the government was rolling the red carpet out for him, and someone who is a racist, misogynist and all, I think calling him a wasteman was basically the least thing you could call him, in all honesty. And then I thought, well, while they're rolling the red carpet out and just literally emboldening so many far-right fascists and saying, yeah, it's perfectly cool for him, basically, I just thought, well, no, well, in the great city of Sheffield, he's not invited. And it's like, for those that don't know, like, Sheffield is the first city of sanctuary. Basically meaning it was the first city where refugee settlement places were in Sheffield, and we've got a very long, rich history in welcoming so many people from all across the world. And it was like, well, no, we don't represent the values that Donald Trump kind of represents. And people like, well, America, they're our allies, and like, they're our friends. Well, yeah, they're our friends. Well, I guess when your friend's being a bit of a prick, you'll be like, listen, mate, you're not coming in like, until you get your act together. And then, I guess that was that really. And then, yeah, then August was All Group Justice campaign, and September was mental health. So I guess I just try and focus on a different campaign every month, and just try and use whatever platform that I can to really get some sort of message out there. And it's like people always tell me like, some sort of criticism, like, Magid, you're always, all he ever does is just, he's attention seeking, that's all he's doing. And I'm like, well, that's literally what I'm doing. I'm literally peacocking. I'm literally trying to draw as much attention as possible to the campaigns I'm talking about, the things I'm focused, because otherwise what would be the point? Because if like some people at times are like, oh, just not do anything or say anything, and it's like, it's just interesting, especially in terms of like, one of the things I've definitely learned is the fact that, I guess, people don't necessarily remember what you said, but they remember how you make them feel. It's like always in any sort of campaign, for anything I'm trying to do, I'm trying to really engage people on an emotional level, just to get that out of them.
I think one of the favourite moments of seeing was, first of all, well, actually, so wherever you go, you can't get from A to B in the time that you plan, because there's just like loads of people, face lit up, wanting hugs and selfies and stuff. But there was a beautiful moment, it was at Sharrow Festival, and the audience all squatted down in front of everyone.
Cheers, Johnny.
On